Good morning, class. I hope everyone's doing well. This presentation is going to be about Jingrong, the IPP student I met. He is part of IPP because he's taking an ESL class at West Valley right now. To me, he lies in the middle of the feminine-masculine scale and takes qualities from both. I say he's masculine because he wants his son to go to college in the United States to achieve a higher level of learning. Yet he's still feminine because he sacrificed his own career to take care of his child 24/7. He superficially carries a short-term orientation to life. I say this because he has nice clothes, but I honestly don't know him well enough to judge him on that aspect. He cares very much about his son, and he puts his family above everyone else. The way he has the situation working out is he and his wife takes turns alternating going to work and staying in the United States to take care of his son. When it comes to verbal communication, Jingrong has a direct, low-context style of English communication. He says what he means and he cuts out extraneous words. I think this has to do with his short-term orientation to life, as well as him speaking English as a second language. He's currently attempting, English language acquisition. And to that, he says that having conversations is the best way to learn. He says that's because when you're having conversations, you get to practice listening, which is a skill that you don't get out of a book. And it's also the most difficult part about learning a new language. Laura, in our book on page 150, chapter 5, and I quote her, she's saying, "It is sometimes hard because you want to communicate, but do not always have the words." And Jingrong, shared that sentiment with me. When it comes to nonverbal communication, Jingrong uses very powerful eye contact. Showed me that he was listening carefully, and he had confidence in the thoughts he was trying to portray. We also had a conversation about silence, to which our conversation had very little. He says that his culture shares the same view on silence as ours do, and says that it's very awkward when you have silence between people just meeting each other, but it's totally okay between long-term friends. He appreciated it when I filled in the voids and prompted him to speak. In conclusion, experiential learning is a lot of fun, to put it simply. It's better than learning out of a book in which you only use your eyes, because you have to speak, you gotta listen, you gotta work your brain, and it makes it a more memorable experience. When it comes to Jingrong and the learning objective, I noticed that Jingrong's short-term orientation to life is reflected in his direct to low context style of speech. And to that, it's easy to accommodate to and have a conversation with them. Alright guys, you have a good one, and I am outie.